All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch a movie from, I think, the very late 80s or early 90s. Early 90s. The Borrower. Let's check it out.
Been genetically devolved.
This is an alien serial killer.
Genetically devolved. This is your punishment. The worst sentence we could pass. You're a human being now.
A human being?
He's being sentenced to life as a human and being sent to Earth. But again, he was a serial killer wherever he came from, so he's not going to be a nice guy down here either. He's just landed, and he's beating up the guy who brought him here. A strange thing happens to him, though. His head blows up. But it's only his head that blows up. So, he might need a new one. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, we find Ray Dong Chong. She's a policewoman.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Back to our alien. He took the head of that yokel.
I'm not dead.
Oh my God, please be okay. Please, mister. Please, mister, please be okay.
He ends up hitching a ride with her. And he gets dropped off downtown where he just blends in. He meets a bum in an alleyway. Gives him some new clothes.
Come on, my brother.
He's found a friend.
What were you doing in the forest preserve last night?
I already told the police. We were hunting. We were hunting deer.
With a silencer.
That's not what's important. What's important is we saw this flying saucer.
And he gets a meal at a homeless shelter.
Bob Lenny. Bob.
Yeah, put it there, Jim.
Bob.
I ain't got $1. You don't, man.
Well, don't leave me hanging. Go on, shake it. It won't cost you nothing.
But his head's about to explode again. So he'll need a new one.
And then he just twisted his head off like you take a cap off a bottle of wine. Blood's everywhere. And I started running, man. I mean, I ran for my life.
But you had been drinking all day.
Yeah, but I wasn't drunk. I saw the guy turn into a monster. His hands, his arms, okay? His head, okay?
So now he's wandering the streets in the new body.
He injects his victims with his own blood.
That third blood type we haven't been able to classify yet.
Classify?
Yeah. We don't even know if it's human.
He wanders into a hospital and his head's about to explode again. Thankfully, there's a doctor nearby. Not to help him, but to give him his head. This is a horny nurse who wants that doctor. kind of assumes the doctor's life at that point. Got a nice house.
Funny guy, Doc.
Joins a gym, or is part of a gym already.
Take care of these. Nosebleed.
He hasn't mastered being a human yet, though. Like eating, he finds an egg in the doc's fridge. And then the doc has a dog. Apparently the doc's head blew up, and he took the next closest head he could find. That of the dog.
Yeah. Okay, its head belongs to the dog next door. And its body, it's a monster.
A monster?
Yeah, a monster.
That thing you found last night. We don't know what to make of it.
What the hell do they expect us to do?
Just explain it away.
You can't do that. You have to see it for yourself. It's not human. Honey, we came here as fast as we could.
Well, apparently they took that body to the corpse.
Honey,
It's got a new head ball there, and it's eating that corpse. So they take it away in an ambulance. And that's our film. All right, let's talk about The Borrower. This is a movie that I taped when I first started taping movies on SP. This is within the first 100 movies that I taped that were new movies for me. Probably taped this in late 1992, something like that. It was on cable, and it was also released on VHS back then. This is a DVD-R. Now, it actually is available on a PAL DVD. I've tried to get it a couple times. It's a little bit pricey. I'll get it at some point. I actually did have one ordered at one point, but it never showed up, so I had to get my money back from the eBay seller. He gave it over without a fight, too. It makes me wonder if he ever sent it, but whatever. Anyway, I found this DVD-R of it with the movie Coda on Walmart.com, actually. So it's kind of like one of those legit, quote-unquote, legit DVD-Rs that some company makes. I don't know. I can't believe they're allowed to sell this, but whatever. Anyway, I digress. The movie is a science fiction comedy type thing. This serial killer who is on an alien planet somewhere is sentenced to life as a human being on Earth. So in other words, they turn him into a human, which is like the lowest species they can think of, and they send him to Earth. Of course, he's a bad guy, so on Earth, he continues his bad guy ways and kills people. Now, apparently, though, there's something, I don't know, with the Earth's atmosphere or what, but they make him look like a human, but every time he's on Earth, his head only lasts so long. After a few hours or a day, maybe, I don't know, his head will explode. At that point, he needs to get a new head. So anybody who's around him is going to have his head removed. He puts the head on himself, then he still has the same body. Well, apparently, allegedly he does. But he's got a new head. So he just needs a new head. So that's where the title Borrower comes from. He's just wandering around, kills people here and there, meets a homeless guy at one point, gets a meal. He's got this great big scar on his neck, obviously, because it's not really his head. His head keeps exploding, so he just gets a new head over and over and over again. Rae Dawn Chong is the police woman who is trying to track the serial killer down. Obviously, she doesn't know it's an alien. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. Ultimately, after a bunch of fluff kind of thrown in, some weird scenes like some woman in a hospital bed that really had nothing to do with anything. This band that was playing, like this garage band type thing, practicing, really had nothing to do with the plot. But at one point, the borrower takes the head of a doctor, kind of assumes the doctor's life for a little while. Then his head apparently blows up at the doctor's house, and he takes the head of the dog, the doctor's dog, and puts that on. So he's like a dog monster for a little while. Ultimately, they track him down after he's shot by this band, and he's in the morgue. But he comes alive there too, and then they shoot him several more times and allegedly kill him. So they take him away in an ambulance, and then in the ambulance he attacks the drivers, and that's how our movie ends. Just kind of a freeze frame and right on Sean's face as our borrower is going to continue its serial killer ways. So anyway, that is The Borrower. I've always kind of liked that box. That's the only thing I really remember about this movie is that cover art there. But anyway, it's actually a decent film. It's got a little comedic stuff thrown in as well, and it's kind of entertaining. A couple of little nude scenes here and there. Not a bad little it's a strange movie. It says 1991 on IMDb. It says 89 on the back of this box, so I think that may have been when it was filmed, but it was shelved for a couple of years. Again, don't know if this ever played theatrically. Who knows? There's not a whole lot of information about The Borrower out there, but you know what? It's not a bad film. So check it out, track it down. I'll leave a link to the PAL DVD if there is one there. Otherwise, I'll leave a link to the VHS. Or maybe this one's out there. If this one's out there, I'll leave a link to that one. So anyway, check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about The Borrower. Watch it. Bye.